All right. You ready?
No, I'm kind of nervous.
Don't even think about it. It's just me and you talking. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm Guy at Sad Guy Raps, and today we're switching things up a little bit. I'm sitting down today with the one and only, the love of my life, my wife, and she's going to be reading out all the questions that you guys have been dropping in my comments. Now, she's a bit camera shy, so you won't be seeing her on screen, but trust me, she is the real MVP behind the scenes. All right, so let's get into it and tackle your questions one by one. Baby, you ready?
Yes.
All right, let's roll.
Okay, so question number 1 is from I can't Tiana.
Okay.
What's your rate?
All right, so what's my rate? It's actually the best of the best in the Navy, and I'm lucky to say that I'm an aviation machinist mate, also known as a mech.
Number 2 is from, I don't know how to say this, but Strelitzia 555. I've never understood Navy ranks, but what rank are you?
So I'm actually a second class petty officer in the Navy, also known as an E5, also known as 82.
Next one is from Rapid Ones. When did you put on second class?
So I actually just recently put on second class. And if you're familiar with the Navy and how it works, we basically got results last week, and that's when I put on second class. And honestly, I don't know how I did it. I got lucky, honestly, because those exams are crazy.
Question 4 is from Think Radically 1433.
Okay.
You have a wedding ring on. What's your wife think? How do you all handle your deployments?
That sounds like it's a question for my wife. So, babe, you got any input?
Well, you just really take it day by day.
Oh, yeah.
Stay focused on things you have to do around like the house, or
Okay.
maybe hang out with some friends to keep your mind off of everything.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, it is hard.
And the big thing is communication. You know, sometimes you're on deployment and you can't contact anybody, like you're in what's known as MCON or emissions control. So, all access to communication is cut off. That means, for me being in the Navy and being on a ship, that means no Wi-Fi, no email, no FaceTime, no phone calls. So during those times, yeah, it gets hard. But, in times where, you're in port or when you've got access to that Wi-Fi, stay up to date, stay in communication. It helps tremendously. It's not easy and it's not for the weak, but it's manageable. It's a lifestyle that you sign up for, and you know what you're getting into. So yeah, it's not easy, but we make it work. And honestly, I'm lucky to have her. She's giving me a weird look. So yeah, she's awkward about stuff like that. Next question.
Next question is from Nathan B0. If you could give advice on long distance relationships, that would be cool, because me and my girl are locked in / dating to marry. We are just scared because I have to leave in 3 weeks. Congrats on E5, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you. It's been a tough road, but yeah, hey, we made it. So advice for long distance relationships. Uh, to piggyback off the last question, you got to stay in communication. You got to be able to trust one another. You got to be able to endure, embrace the suck, honestly, because there's going to be times without communication. There's going to be no contact. You can't see each other for, especially with going to boot camp, I feel like you have less access to people in boot camp than you do in the fleet or in deployment, depending on the scenario. You just got to stand by and, stay strong and be patient.
Just remember that being away makes the heart grow fonder.
Oh, yeah. Big time. Big time. Because oh my God, as soon as I get back home, it's like, oh my God. And then a week later, she's getting on my nerves. So it's like balance. It's all about balance. She's giving me a look again. If only you could see it.
Next question is from Spicy Nudes. I want to hear about dating / marriage. How do people find people?
So how do people find people, especially in the military? Get out. You know what I'm saying? Go outside. Go to a club. Go to a bar. Go to a festival. Go to the library. Barnes and Noble. Just get out. Don't stay cooped up in your room. Explore. Go to church. Just be you. Do you want to talk about how we met?
Well, one of his friends were talking to my friend when we were at the bar.
Mm-hmm.
And she asked me if they could come over to my apartment.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. They came, we drank, we met. Now we're married with a baby.
So things just happen, but just get out, get around, have fun. And I feel like things just that are meant to happen will happen naturally. And that's what happened with me and my wife. So I hope that answers your question, anyways.
And the most unexpected person that comes into your life is usually the one you stay with. Next question is from no 979. I want to see you throw it back, stupid style, is what I want to see. Spicy.
Um, Babe,
Throw it back.
throw it back
Throw it back.
right now.
Right now.
Next question.
The next question is from Meyer Cord. How do you get to have facial hair and you aren't special operations?
So how do I have facial hair? I've answered this before. I'm sure you can find videos about it, but I'll explain it again anyways. So basically, I've got a no shave chit, right? A chit is basically essentially it's a piece of paper that says you're allowed to do X, Y, and Z. You usually have a chit if, chits are for everything. There's a chit for everything. But I have a no shave chit. And basically, I have a medical condition that states that due to the fact that my hair will grow in curly in all types of ways, I get these ingrown hairs. You could probably see some on my neck. But basically, because it irritates my skin on my face when I shave, also known as pseudofolliculitis barbae. That's a condition. I get seen by a medical professional, a doctor, and they deem it appropriate to give me a no shave chit. And as long as I keep my beard in regulation, I don't have to shave. And you don't need to be special operations in order to not shave.
Next question is from Josh Scott 6914.
Okay.
Tell me what you think makes a good spouse, how to navigate that.
So what makes a good spouse and how to navigate that? Look, I'm going to be real with you. This military stuff, Navy life, whatever branch you're in, most likely you're going to deploy. So a good spouse is everything. Somebody who understands that military lifestyle, understands being away from home, understands the lack of communication and being able to just communicate all together. Somebody who's going to be patient, understanding, that is everything. So if you could find that, then you've struck gold. Babe, do you have anything to add to that, though?
Pretty much like he said, communication, somebody who understands and is patient.
And remember, you signed up for this. And make sure your spouse, your partner, they also understand what they're getting into when you sign up for this, because they're also signing up for this too. So just make sure there's that clear understanding. Because again, this shit is not for the weak. Next question, baby.
So last but not least is
Okay.
from Novin Gaming 177. I'd love to hear about taking leave and how to balance leave time with work time, planning for leave, etc. I've already used so many leave days and I'm worried I'm mismanaging them since they are a limited resource.
My honest opinion is if the time is allotted to you, take leave. Any chance you get, take leave. The military is going to suck you dry. They're going to get everything they can out of you. And if taking leave is your way of basically getting all you can out of the military, then do that. Any time I've got a palm leave or basically like a leave pre-deployment, post-deployment, I'm taking it. I'm taking all of the days allotted to me. If it's a holiday block leave, I'm taking it. I usually don't take leave outside of those periods. Like when they give me the holiday leave, palm leave, things like that, I'm taking leave. But I usually don't take any type of unexpected leave or special leave or anything like that. If they give you that period of grace, take it. And I'm taking it every single time. I hope that answers your question. So take it. If they give you leave, take it. But at the same time, you get a limited number of leave days in the year. So use it wisely too. Make sure you're spending it where you want to, and you're not just taking it so you don't have duty that weekend or whatever the case may be. All right, so that's all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope we can do it again. And by the way, if you want me to do this again, just go ahead and drop some questions in the comments of this video, and I will, if I gather enough questions and comments and such, I'll follow up with the part two, hopefully even make it a series. And if enough of you leave a comment, my wife might feature in the next one. So rather than being off camera, she could be right here, up close and personal. For the full video, for the full 10 questions, make sure you find this on YouTube. Find me on YouTube at Sad Guy Reps. Thanks. Peace.